So this is fantastic, and it's something in marketing that I think is often overlooked by not only the real estate community, but just businesses in general. Welcome to Gravity, the podcast about pulling clients into your real estate business. If you're a real estate agent trying to grow your business, this is the podcast for you. And it's hard as a business. You want to be able to service everybody. You want to cast a wide net so that you can pull, fish back in there, and you can actually make some money and service the people that you're working with. One of the issues is that you can't be everything to everyone. Mm-hmm. And so I love the fact that you kind of dialed in on something that was comfortable for you, mm-hmm. and sort of made that your thing. I think that's something that would benefit a lot of real estate agents, again, especially around something that they enjoy. I think the natural tendency is for someone starting a business to look at where can I make the most money? And so they try to do something that isn't necessarily authentic to them as a person. As a result, they don't put as much energy into it because mm-hmm. it's not really who they are. They're just doing it for the money, and it's going to be foreign to them. Ultimately, they're not going to enjoy it as much. They won't put as much time into it. There's just a bit of a disconnect. So I think I would advocate for any real estate agent, try to find a topic. It could be anything. Fantasy football. You could have your man caves for the guys that are single guys that want a house. I mean, that would appeal to me, right? I'd play in 3 different fantasy football leagues. I'm not a complete dork, but I like fantasy football. Anyways, but that would be authentic to me. Now, you might never have played in a fantasy football league, and you might say, well, there's a big audience for fantasy football, so I'm going to try to talk about it, but you've never done it. It would be super awkward for you. Same as it would be awkward for me to go in there and try to tell people about equine properties because my sister liked horses when we grew up. I mean, just right. And it doesn't fit.
The thing with that, though, is it's so see-through. For somebody, like if I was going to look for a property and I wasn't a real estate agent, talking to a real estate agent who doesn't know something and plays it off like they do, bad. Oh, that's bad. Right. That is an instant turnoff to somebody who knows what they're talking about and knows what they're looking for.
So that's great. Like I said, finding that passion and something that you're interested in, super knowledgeable about is going to, I would imagine that's working for you. However, mm-hmm. the downside is it is very specialized. So finding those clients has got to be a little bit of a challenge. So tell me a little bit about what you've done aside from being in the community, or maybe that is what you've done, to find leads that are going to fit that strength or that vertical that you've sort of dialed in on is what your focus is going to be.
Okay, so I use Facebook pretty heavily, mm-hmm. and I have the biggest audience there with that over Instagram, and I'm still kind of fumbling with Instagram, trying to figure out some other stuff. Being in a barn most of my life is not really conducive to computers, so there's a lot I'm still working on figuring out. But Facebook is simple for me. It's easy. So I post lots of horse stuff. I post lots of look at this is a super kitchen, or find historical kitchens that I like a whole lot. Monet had a beautiful kitchen in France. So like when you find pictures like that mm-hmm. are of interest, and then you make it so that people are just ooh like. And I did actually a couple videos